The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. These words, spoken by a wise teacher, have resonated with me throughout my life. They remind me that while the past shapes who we are, it doesn't have to define who we become. We all have moments we wish we could take back, choices we regret, and words we wish we could unsay. But dwelling on these past events only keeps us tethered to the shadows, preventing us from stepping into the light of our full potential. Think of your life as a journey. The path behind you represents your past, the experiences, both good and bad, that have brought you to this very moment. It's easy to get stuck looking back, replaying mistakes, and carrying the weight of regret. But what lies ahead is what truly matters. The uncharted territory, the lessons yet to be learned, and the opportunities waiting to be seized. Remember, you are not defined by your past. You are defined by the choices you make today, the lessons you choose to learn, and the future you choose to create. So let's shift our gaze from the rearview mirror to the road ahead, embracing the possibilities that lie before us with open hearts and hopeful minds. Regret can be a heavy burden to bear. It whispers doubts in our ears, magnifies our mistakes, and keeps us stuck in a cycle of self-blame. We may find ourselves replaying past events over and over again, questioning our choices, and wishing we could turn back time. This constant rumination can drain our energy, steal our joy, and prevent us from moving forward. Imagine being chained to an anchor, unable to break free and swim towards the shore. That's what regret can feel like. A heavy weight that keeps us tethered to the past, preventing us from experiencing the freedom and joy of living fully in the present moment. But here's the truth. The past is immutable. No amount of wishing, hoping, or regretting will change what has already transpired. We cannot undo our mistakes, erase our missteps, or rewrite the script of yesterday. However, we can choose to loosen the grip of regret and release ourselves from its hold. What if instead of viewing our past mistakes as failures, we saw them as opportunities for growth and learning? Every stumble, every wrong turn, every decision we regret has the potential to teach us valuable lessons and guide us toward a brighter path. Think of a time you learned a new skill, whether it was riding a bike, playing an instrument, or mastering a new language. Remember the stumbles along the way, the falls, the frustration, and the moments you wanted to give up. But through those challenges, you persevered, learned from your mistakes, and eventually achieved your goal. Our past mistakes are no different. They offer us valuable insights into our strengths, weaknesses, and areas where we can grow. By reframing our perspective, we can transform regret into wisdom, turning our stumbles into stepping stones on the path to becoming the best versions of ourselves. Throughout history, some of the most successful and inspiring individuals have faced their share of setbacks, failures, and regrets. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Imagine if Edison had given up after his first, 10th, or even 1000th attempt. The world would be a very different place without his perseverance and willingness to learn from his so-called failures. Or consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the beloved Harry Potter series. Before achieving literary success, Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers, financial struggles, and self-doubt. Yet, she persevered, learned from her experiences, and eventually shared her magical stories with the world. These stories remind us that setbacks and mistakes are not roadblocks, but rather detours on the journey to success and fulfillment. It's how we choose to navigate those detours that determines our ultimate destination. Section 5. The Art of Letting Go. One of the most powerful steps we can take to move beyond regret is to practice the art of letting go. Holding on to past hurts, grudges, and regrets only keeps us tethered to negative emotions that prevent us from experiencing joy, peace, and freedom. Imagine holding on to a hot coal. The longer you cling to it, the more pain you inflict upon yourself. Letting go of the coal doesn't erase the burn, but it prevents further suffering. The same principle applies to regret. Acknowledge the pain, learn from the experience, and then make a conscious decision to release it. This doesn't mean forgetting or condoning the past, but rather choosing to loosen its grip on your present and future. Section 6. Embracing imperfection. We live in a world that often glorifies perfection, making us feel as though we need to strive for an unattainable ideal. But the truth is, we are all perfectly imperfect beings, and our flaws, quirks, and mistakes are what make us unique and beautiful. Think of a piece of art, a painting, a sculpture, a piece of pottery. Often, it's the imperfections, the brushstrokes, the cracks, and the asymmetry that give the art character and depth. These imperfections tell a story, revealing the artist's hand and the journey of creation. Embrace your imperfections. They are not something to be ashamed of, but rather badges of honor that tell the story of your resilience, your growth, and your unique journey. Remember, it's in the cracks that the light shines through. Forgiveness, both of ourselves and others, is an essential step in releasing the grip of regret. When we harbor resentment, anger, or blame, we keep ourselves tethered to the past, preventing wounds from healing and preventing us from moving forward. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurtful actions, but rather choosing to release the negative emotions that keep us stuck. It's a gift we give ourselves, a path to inner peace, healing, and liberation. Start by forgiving yourself for any past mistakes or regrets you may be holding on to. Remember, you were doing the best you could with the knowledge and resources you had at the time. Extend that same compassion to others who may have hurt you. This doesn't mean condoning their actions, but rather choosing to release the anger and resentment that keep you bound to the past. Our minds are powerful tools, and what we choose to focus on expands. If we dwell on past regrets, we give them power over our present and future. However, if we shift our focus to gratitude, hope, and possibilities, we open ourselves up to a world of abundance and joy. Practice mindfulness. When you find yourself ruminating on the past, gently guide your attention back to the present moment. Focus on your breath, the sensations in your body, and the beauty that surrounds you. Cultivate gratitude. Each day, take time to appreciate the good in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude has a transformative power, shifting our perspective from scarcity to abundance, and helping us to see the blessings in every experience. While it's important to focus on the road ahead, we can also find valuable lessons and even gratitude when we glance in the rearview mirror. Our past experiences, even the challenging ones, have shaped us into the resilient, compassionate, and wise individuals we are today. Think about the challenges you've overcome, the lessons you've learned, and the ways in which you've grown as a result of your experiences. Acknowledge the strength, courage, and resilience you've demonstrated along the way. These are the treasures hidden within the stories of our past, the reminders of our capacity for growth, healing, and transformation. Remember, every experience, every encounter, and every challenge has served a purpose in your life. It has taught you something valuable, revealed a hidden strength, or guided you closer to your true path. As we release the weight of regret and embrace the lessons of our past, we open ourselves up to a future filled with hope, possibility, and purpose. The past may be a prologue, but it's the choices we make today that write the next chapter of our stories. So, let go of what was, embrace what is, and step boldly into the unknown with an open heart and a hopeful spirit. The future is yours to create, and it's never too late to write a story filled with joy, purpose, and meaning. Remember, you are a work in progress, a masterpiece in the making. Embrace the journey, learn from your experiences, and never stop believing in the power of your dreams. The best is yet to come.